The day humanity's secret armada emerged from the shadows to avenge a single human life lost to a ruthless galaxy. In the boundless dark between the stars, silence was rarely innocent. It was the quiet that followed destruction, the stillness that came after entire worlds had screamed their last. For centuries, the galaxy had known humanity only as a curious, primitive species, resilient, yes, but insignificant compared to the empires that carved the cosmos into territories of greed and fear. But that illusion died the day they killed the girl from Earth. Her name was Lyra Han, a 19-year-old exchange envoy to the Interstellar Council, a symbol of peace, goodwill, and the fragile hope that humans could belong among the stars. She had been naive, radiant, and utterly unprepared for the politics of galactic power. When she refused to endorse a trade pact that would enslave her species to the Virex Dominion, the Council's ruling species silenced her.
Publicly. Brutally.
The footage spread across every frequency in the known systems, the execution of a single human by 1,000 alien eyes. The galaxy didn't realize it then, but that single act would wake something ancient, patient, and vengeful. For humanity had never been as small as it seemed. The calm before the retaliation. Far beneath the clouded surface of Europa, within the icy crust of Jupiter's moon, lay a city unseen by any alien sensor. Astra Vault. It was humanity's secret. A world within a world, carved from silence and shadow. From here, Earth's most brilliant minds, engineers, and strategists had worked for over a century, preparing for a future none had dared to imagine. The day they would have to rise against the entire galaxy. Admiral Kalen Reese stood before a massive holographic projection, his expression carved in iron. His eyes were cold, but his hands trembled slightly, not from fear, but from the sheer gravity of what was about to unfold. Around him, officers whispered coded reports, updating fleet readiness. The Vanguard Legion reports full operational status. Admiral, said Commander Ashalu. Quantum rails charged, jump cores synchronized. They await your command. Reese nodded slowly. The lights of the command deck shimmered against the deep scars running down his face, remnants of the early wars back on Earth, long before humanity learned to hide its strength. Then the time we've prepared for has come, he said. Signal the fleet. The shadows end tonight. He turned toward the viewport. Though there was nothing but ice and darkness beyond, his mind saw further. He saw the stars burning in mockery, the same stars that had watched Lyra die. 2. Whispers among the stars. Across the galactic core, the Council gathered again, basking in their arrogance. Representatives of 50 worlds hovered within a colossal sphere of light, the Celestial Assembly. Their voices buzzed in smug harmony, drowning any hint of guilt for the act that had sparked unseen consequences. The matter is settled, hissed Chancellor Zhyr of the Virex Dominion. The human envoy defied us. The humans are a primitive anomaly. Their presence in the Council was an act of charity. There will be no retaliation. But the universe itself seemed to shudder. Moments later, every Council communication array flickered. A single message appeared across their networks, simple, human, and chillingly calm. You killed one of us. You killed peace. You killed your future. No one spoke. No one understood the language at first, until the auto-translators parsed it into their own tongues. And then the stars began to move. 3. The unveiling of the hidden fleet. From Neptune's orbit, wormholes rippled open like torn fabric. One by one, colossal ships emerged, their hulls black as void, absorbing light itself. These were not mere vessels. They were floating cities of vengeance, forged in the gravity wells of black holes, powered by dark matter cores, shielded by technology that had defied even human comprehension until the last century. The armada of Sol had awakened. The lead ship, Eidolon Prime, drifted forward, its insignia glowing faintly, a single silver teardrop on a field of stars. It was said to represent the life they lost and the fury it ignited. Across thousands of sectors, alien fleets scrambled, sensors blaring. No one had ever seen such an array of power. The humans had hidden their rise behind misinformation, encryption fields, and decoy colonies. While the galaxy mocked their weakness, humanity had evolved, quietly, relentlessly, building an empire not of conquest, but of contingency. Now, contingency had arrived.
For the first strike,
The Virex Dominion, proud rulers of 3 spiral arms, were the first to face humanity's wrath. In orbit over their capital world, Kareth Prime, 100 alien battleships formed a shimmering defensive web, confident, arrogant. Then the shadows fell. The Eidolon Prime appeared in their skies without a hyperspace signature. The Dominion's orbital sensors failed to register its mass before it fired. One shot, a silent beam of compressed space-time, passed through the enemy's entire formation. Every ship fractured instantly, split between seconds. No explosion, no debris, just absence. Admiral Reese watched from his command chair as telemetry confirmed success. "No joy in this," he murmured, though his voice was hollow. "But justice demands sacrifice." On the planet below, the Virex High Chancellor tried to send a surrender plea. The transmission never completed. The human AI network, Erebus, intercepted it, not out of cruelty but necessity. They would hear no apologies.
Not yet.
V. The message echoes. The galaxy trembled. News spread faster than light through rumor and panic. Whole sectors evacuated, fearing the approach of the ghost armada of Earth. Civilizations that had enslaved others began offering reparations, hoping to appease humanity's vengeance. Empires that had mocked the humans now sent envoys begging for peace. But the humans said nothing. They broadcast no demands, made no declarations. Their silence was more terrifying than any threat. Within Astra Vault, however, not all agreed. Commander Liu approached Admiral Reese privately. "How long do we keep striking?" she asked softly. "Lyra's death deserves justice, not genocide. At what point do we become the monsters they feared we were?" Reese looked at her, old, weary, human to his core. "They burned a child in the name of order," he said. "They thought mercy was weakness. Today, they will learn that restraint was grace." Still, her words haunted him. Every system that fell reminded him less of justice and more of loss. The Armada's fire was purging more than corruption. It was consuming the soul of the very species it sought to defend. 6. A galaxy remembers fear. Weeks passed. Entire alliances fractured under the silent march of humanity's fleet. In the ruins of the Virex throne world, alien refugees whispered legends of the ghosts who avenge the fallen. Children prayed not to gods, but to humans, pleading that the next sunrise would not bring Earth's wrath. Yet amid the chaos, a signal reached the Eidolon Prime, a faint distress call, originating not from an enemy, but from a neutral planet called Coralline. A colony of healers, untouched by war, was begging for mercy. The Dominion had once enslaved them. Now humanity's retribution threatened to erase them too.